Flosstube.
Hello.
I'm Laura.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm. Read your paragraph.
They're censored, so I can't do what I was thinking. Welcome all returning subscribers, any new subscribers, and anyone passing through. We're here to tell you about our cross stitch. And the fact that she dyes fabrics and makes project bags. That kind of comes up every now and then too.
Every now and then.
Oh, if you like crazy, hi, you're right where you belong.
Hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We did. You'll see pictures and video clips of our festivities at the end. Frying turkey and making eggnog. Life was good.
Laura got a new toy for making eggnog.
Oh yeah, I got a whippy thingy. I got one of those it's called a whippet. You like put it in the pitcher and you press it down and it whips everything up really fast. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Yes, I got a haircut about 10 minutes ago.
We got started late.
My fault. Technical difficulties all day.
It is Monday, December 2nd. Let the spending season begin. Because that's all Christmas is.
Humboldt.
We got love from
Glenna and Lynn.
And that's it. Nobody gave us love this week.
They're probably busy eating.
Probably. Too busy turkey coma.
I'm so full I can't reach the mouse to click like and make a comment. Trust me, I feel you. We actually ate lunch-ish. What was it, like 1 or 2 o'clock when we ate?
It was like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. We got home at 3.
12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. We got home at like 3, 4. I took a 3-hour nap when we got home. Turkey coma powers activate.
Turkey coma. Turkey coma. Well, we've got whips, we've got finishes, and we've got haul because I forgot stuff last week. So, moving on to whips. Whips.
Yay.
And finishes.
Okay, this is on, I know it's Storm Clouds.
Thunderstorm, 16 count thunderstorm by Pitch of this Plus.
Ink Circles, Dragons of Sumatra. Got a little bit done. Couple of squares, and I got this bit right here in there.
We're now playing the Pray the Corners Meet game.
Oh, I got about maybe 200 more stitches, and then I'm actually going to stretch this thing out on a different frame and trace the holes all the way down to make sure they fit.
I'll give you one of my disappearing ink pens, and we can iron off the ink when you're done with that.
Because it's a lot easier to fix it now.
True story. True.
So if I have to pull a couple thousand stitches out of this, I'm going to cry. I'll probably ruin it.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay, so last week was the week of finish Thanksgiving week prompts and try to finish November prompts. And a crap load of us in Daily 30 did not realize that the November prompts actually ended on Thanksgiving midnight. There was some frantic stitching going on.
Some.
Let us begin.
Y'all remembered that. Y'all noticed that, and it was crickets. I gotta stitch. That's all you heard. Gotta stitch.
So we accidentally pattern flashed. I don't think you can get much out of it. So I busted out Red for Singing to finish my Thanksgiving prompts, which was to stitch on something with a woman on it, because there are only 5 women at the first Thanksgiving meal, because winter was rough. Obviously, there's a woman riding the horse. To stitch on something we could relate to space, because the first meal that the astronauts ate after the first moonwalk, was Thanksgiving supper. Well, this bad boy takes up a lot of space. And I stitched on it for my November spouse prompt because my spouse picked it out for me. This is on a 14 count pink champagne by Silk Weavers. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. So we finished. Okay. So we finished the bottom flowers, including the piece that I folded over. And we started the motif where the initials and the year go. This will be a 2020 finish, so I'm going to confidently stitch 2020 in there when I stitch the interior. So 236 stitches for my prompt for women, 234 stitches for my prompt for space was in the bottom of those flowers because the flowers are 46 stitches and the leaf piece is 48. Easy math. And then 510 stitches on the initials motif for the spouse prompt for a total of 980 stitches on Ride for Singing this week. Just on one project this week. Blow your mind. Just wait till he gets plans. I was a little bored at work today. That's all I'm going to say right now. Okay. So I finished up all of the 5 initial prompts for the November challenge. So I was working frantically to try to finish the, doing the extras. I'm about to have a cat in my lap. So I don't know where her pattern cover is. So for the Freedom prompt, I took out Lady of the Flag because hello. Yep. Works for me. And I put 209 stitches in on her. She's upside down. So, more blue in the flag. I know, like right in here, and I think a little bit up here. More blue in the flag. That's a lot of blue. This is stitched on a 32 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak Farm in the colorway For Your Thoughts. Steadily making progress on her. Steadily. And we have a cat. This is Sideline. You've met him before, unless you're new. He hasn't been around in a while.
Oh,
if you're virtual stitchers, you know his tail very well.
It's a 50-50 ratio. It's like sometimes we'll be doing this and he'll just be sleeping somewhere.
Yep. So then I stitch on one more thing for... I got one other prompt finished for all of the extras for the monthlies, but that turned into a finish, so we'll get to that later in a minute. I was frantically stitching away on, after I finished my stitches for my prompt that I finished the piece on, I took out my piece for my prompt on laughter, which I think, if I remember correctly, is the only one I didn't finish. I was frantically stitching away Thanksgiving night. It's Miss Years Ferry. I pulled her for my laughter prompt because my friend, my stitchy twin, and I both love Mirabilia, and she makes me laugh horrendously. My friends on Virtual Stitchers convinced me to start this when they all started a bunch of Hades, and they make me laugh horrendously, so it worked. However, hi Simai, as I was stitching frantically away on it, I was having a devil of a time stitching, keeping track of stitches on her arm. I highlighted, I counted 6 times. By 10 o'clock I was done. I said, by 10:30, no, I lasted till 10:30. I said, F it, I'm done. Friday morning, I did pull her out. I finished her arm. So she has both her arms now. So I got as far as finishing this arm, got across here, was going down on this arm, somewhere in here. The struggle was real. I don't even know if this arm is correct. It looks fine, so I'm just going to stitch the wing around it if it's wrong. None given right now about it. And then I got her face done. However, I literally just stopped counting because I was so frustrated and aggravated that I just wanted to finish it without counting.
I love you.
I love you too. So I have no idea how many stitches I got in on this week, but she has arms and a head and a neck.
And she probably appreciates that greatly.
I'm sure she does. And there was some debate about whether or not I could finish this before the end of the year. I'm pretty sure I actually could have. But
That would mean being a monogamous stitcher.
I'm also working on the Snowflakes All by Stitchonomy, which I decided to pull metallics into. So that would have been like basically two projects, fairly monogamously with metallics in them, heavy metallics in them. I decided that just was not going to work. Not that I mind stitching with metallics, I just didn't want to drive myself nuts. So I'm not probably going to finish Miss New Year's Ferry this year. But this is my Stitchonomy Snowflakes All. So 1, 2, and 3. So you saw 1, 2, and 3 last week. So then we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I haven't put in today's number 10. I like my colors that I picked so far. But let's see. Oh, I just totaled them all up when I wrote down my stitch counts. The cat is in something he shouldn't be. I just totaled them all up, so I am counting each snowflake individually for a couple of reasons, which I'll get to in plans. But, so for snowflakes 4 through 9, which this is stitched on a piece of hand-dyed by the Slovak farm in Lake Effect Morning colorway. I stitched 242 stitches on this. Miss New Year's Ferry is on a piece of Silkweaver's 28 count Fantasy. And then we gotta unscroll it. And then she says in a horrid southern accent, please forgive me.
I'd like to apologize to all the true Southerners watching our hair now.
Up Busted Out Belle. My Brooks Books Dress Up Belle.
You're actually down to one right now, aren't you?
I only technically have one Belle stitching project going on.
I'm not used to that. You usually have like 2 or 3.
Well, I have Mirabilia's going, so I still have pretty ladies. Big pretty ladies. There's going to be more in the future.
I love you.
I love you. So I stitched on her. I actually when we get to plans, I'll explain the daily 30 advent stitching. But 200 stitches on her went to that yesterday. Here, and in here. There is some stitching on her for today from that. The beading I did. I did some white in these lines. I haven't got to counting all of that yet. Please forgive me. Plus,
I'll think about it.
just did some extra stitches on her, which I actually just counted to count. Again, there's purpose. So, between the advent stitches on her and the extra stitches on her, I did 367 stitches on her this week. Plus some, because I'm working on her today for the advent. Okay, so that is all of my whips for the week. The last thing I have is a finish. You have a finish.
Yeah, remember I said I was going to start this on my little name badge on Friday? I lied. I had it done by Thursday. And I do not have all 4 patterns out to take a look and see what they are.
So he did this for the Pieces Parts Challenge for the Guild. So it's, the cats are from one pattern. Each letter is from a different one.
4 total. Just because I'm weird and I liked it.
It's not completely FFO'd, but it's FFO'd enough. I put 2 layers of fusible interfacing on the back. We need to cut it down just a little bit so that it's even and closer, because this is kind of big. It is on a hand dyed by the Slovak farm. Some orange.
Solo.
It's got a name. Don't know what it is off the top of my head because I don't do a whole lot of oranges. Actually, I don't think I've named the oranges yet, because we've gone back and forth about names for the oranges. Hold on. Hold, please. We need this. We're gonna need that for a second. Here in a second.
So I would say it was rather entertaining.
What?
The bell.
The bell?
Virtual stitches and I finished
Oh,
that.
we have this bell thing with virtual stitchers. My bell for virtual stitchers is cowbell. Because the goldhorn was a little, I guess, over the top for them. I don't know. I have a finish this week too.
What did you finish?
So, I decided I needed to stitch on my Witchy Stitchers Rest in Peace Anthony Bourdain pattern. And I happened to be stitching on it on Thanksgiving, which, serendipitously enough, CNN held to their tradition of playing Parts Unknown Thanksgiving night. Even though he's been gone for over a year and a half now, they still continued they played episodes on Thanksgiving, which I think is nice. I mean, not only are they honoring him, their promo for each, their commercial for the continuing, stay with us sort of thing was, spend the night remembering a dear and honored friend. Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown marathon continues next. I thought it was really nice. And it's very fitting because Thanksgiving, Bourdain food. Anyways. So I thought it was kind of ironic that I was working on this on Thanksgiving night and watching, So, I finished it. I ended up finishing it. I did have to pick it up I did work on it Saturday. Did I work on this at all on Friday? No, I did not work on this at all on Friday. I ended up deciding Friday night I was going to finish this. So, Saturday I finished it. By the time I put in, so my 200 stitches for the prompt got me through most of this pumpkin. So then I just had these 2 pumpkins to finish in this one. And that actually ended up totaling 418 stitches after my 200 for the prompt, after my 209 for the prompt. So, I didn't get it FFO'd. Solid chance it's not getting FFO'd till next fall.
Is it going in your thing of shame?
It's probably going to go in the bin of shame till fall. I might take it upstairs and FFO. So, in honor of our finishes for this week, I actually listened to that song while I was cooking dinner tonight. So our goal horn is the YouTube clip of the goal horn for the Cleveland Monsters because Cleveland Monsters. I actually was listening to Feel Like a Monster tonight while I was cooking dinner, and yeah, I was screaming the I Feel Like a Monster part.
I should put a video camera in the kitchen, a couple of them, and a microphone or two. I'd probably make a killing in YouTube.
You probably would, because I'm ridiculous.
Until you found out about it, and then you just
True story. So, all totaled, not counting the stitches I put in on Miss New Year's Ferry, because I didn't count, and I didn't feel like going back and counting them. I stitched 2,425 stitches this week. I'm willing to bet I probably stitched around 2,700 stitches, because like I said, Miss New Year's Ferry. That's our whips for the week. I apologize, this segment's going to be a wee bit choppy. Haul, y'all.
Her haul.
I kept forgetting to show you guys stuff.
I just find it funny because you guys are seeing this stuff when I'm seeing it.
I thought I had shown you this stuff.
Some of it.
Tis the season for Christmas cards.
Want me to hold some of this for you?
No.
Because it's going to fall.
I got it. We're good. Tis the season for Christmas cards. So the Daily 30 group organized a Christmas card exchange. So you could sign up to send either 10, 20, or everybody Christmas cards. I only signed up to do 20. I'm probably glad, because if I count those 20 plus the ones I've made to mail out for other folks, plus the ones I need to make for my stitchy friends, I've made over 50 cards. I think I'm closing in on 60.
I love you.
I'm thinking I need to start Christmas cards a little earlier next year.
I have another idea. Store-bought.
Oh, no. I don't do store-bought cards anymore. Anyways.
Yeah, start them in like August.
So, but what's funny is, one of my virtual Stitchers friends, Joni, was on my list of people to send cards to, and we were sitting there talking on virtual Stitchers. Our camera is lopsided. There's more of me in the shot than you. Sorry. Squirrel. We were sitting talking on virtual Stitchers one night about cards and handmade cards, and Joni was like, I just love handmade cards. And I made a comment that I handmade all of my Christmas cards. And she goes, I just love handmade Christmas cards. Oh, gee, I hope I get one. And I am, like, dying trying not
And
to
then they
tell
watch the
her
video.
that no, she's already got the card.
Okay.
That she was going to get one of my cards. I was dying. She was so happy to get one of my cards. It was so cute. I felt loved. So, I'm not going to tell you who they're from. I'm just going to flash them. So, Christmas cards. This one on the inside says, I suppose I should read to the inside. It says, wishing you all the happiness your holiday can hold. Isn't that cute? She wrote on the other side, so. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And it says, may Santa's sleigh find its way to you on Christmas Day. Since I don't have permission to show these on camera, I am not going to. This is a card after my own heart, because it is hand-stamped. It says, from home to home and heart to heart, from one place to another, the warmth and joy of Christmas brings us closer to each other. It is hand-stamped. with a handwritten sentiment inside. This one says, "Hello, Snow. May your days be warm and your hearts be merry. Merry Christmas." And she included some llama stickers. How stinking adorable are the llama stickers?
Yo llama.
This one I'm going to tell you who it's from, because she's on Flosstube. This was from Carla at Craft Addict K. It says, "Laura and Joe, aka Home Skillet," because we call them Home Skillet on Virtual Stitchers. "Sending warm wishes your way for the happiest of holidays. Merry Christmas, Carla and Sam." And she sent, not matches, a little holder with some needles. 26s and 28s, and they're my beloved Pat Carsons. Our beloved Pat Carsons. I'll put the needles over there. Christmas
I
card.
was gonna joke. Say, if I need, who am I kidding? If I need needles, she gets one.
And Garon sent out Garon totem bags. That's Gary and Ronnie. Gary is part of the Sunshine Stitchers crew. They sent out cards to everyone. I'm assuming it's to everyone who bought stuff from them this year. I've bought a couple things from them.
And you went to that meet and greet, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I met. It wasn't really a meet and greet. He stitched it just stitching one day. So that's how I'm assuming he had my address. I bought a special fundraiser bag for Ronnie's birthday, and then I bought Miss Years Ferry, the chart off of Gary. That's Christmas card haul. 6 minutes for Christmas card haul. 5 minutes for Christmas, whatever. So then the last boutique the second to last boutique of the year for Cheryl's Daily 30 group was open the 15th. The last one was open Saturday. I didn't really see anything that stuck out as me as what I wanted, so it's all good. I got stuff that I wanted the first November go around. I got Brooks Books, the Dress Up Snow Queen tiara. I love it. This, however, is that memory thread stuff, so we're going to have to find an alternative for that. Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Farmers Market. It's a kit. Comes with perforated paper. I may actually do this on fabric. The threads, the beads, and the carrot button. Sue Hillis's So Many Memories. This was a pass the stash kit because the charms aren't there, but I can totally find charms to stick on it. It's supposed to have the scissors and the thimble are the charms. I can totally find charms to stick on that. And then this from the American School of Needlework, 15 designs by Linda Gillum, The Way of the Cross. So there's 15 different crosses in there, all sizes. This one's my favorite.
All cute. This is.
They are amazing. They are amazing. I would like to stitch several of these.
I like the stained glass one.
They have a stained glass one. They have a wedding one, and lots of stuff. And then Beth Ann, my wonderful friend Beth Ann, tagged me in a post on Stash Unload. Jennifer Upton was destashing some of her charts. She had 2 mirrors that she was destashing. I wanted June's Pearl Fairy. The other one was, I don't remember what the other one was, but it was one of the ones that, it was a Nora, and I didn't want that one. So I have another mirror to my
I find that
collection.
interesting.
Why?
Because Pearl is the birthstone of June.
June's Pearl Fairy, yes.
That's pretty clever. That kind of
Yes.
looks like a movie.
So, I was going to get up and start turkey dressing for Thanksgiving. Because I thought that would be fun. Raise the roof turkey dressing. I took my chart out. I also took it out because Glenna was having a struggle bus with her copy of turkey dressing. And I was like, well, maybe I can help. I took my chart out. I had 2 of the same page. And I had 2 of this side of the chart and none of this side of the chart. So I emailed Teresa. Well, I called my LNS. We emailed Teresa. We explained the situation. I sent her pictures of the 2 pieces that were the same size. She said that they had some charts that went out with that mistake in it. She was very apologetic. And she sent me a replacement copy of turkey dressing. It's got all the parts. But for my troubles, she also sent me Peter Cotton Knits, the Peter Cottontail clothing line. And then a freebie that's just the chart. So I can't show it to you because she said don't share it on social media, please. For my troubles. I thought that was awful generous of her to send me a couple freebies just simply for replacing my chart. I do like the laundry lines charts. I thought about getting a couple other ones. I probably will now because, she went out of her way. And the final piece of haul I have
Maybe it was
today.
the fact that you weren't mean about it. You know, maybe people are mean about that stuff anymore.
I mean, there really was nothing to be mean about.
There are people who are mean because the color of the sky ain't proper.
True story. And then Bush Mountain Stitchery, if you have not been paying attention to their Bush Mountain Overstock group, Bush Mountain Stitchery bought out an LNS from California. I don't know. They bought something out. They ended up with a semi-truckload of 4 pallets of charts and kits. Charts and kits. 4 pallets.
And you didn't have me next to anything?
They're slowly posting stuff.
Yeah, they're still trying to get through it.
They're still trying to get through it. They're slowly posting stuff. Right now they're posting the out of print stuff. If you have the designers that they have, and that was the other thing, I didn't think they would have anything that you wanted from any of those.
Oh, okay, yeah. You do know my taste, well.
I do. However, I'm not the only Mira out of print mirror that I really wanted was Lady of the Flag. There are a few that would be nice to have if I ever find them. So I emailed I messaged Miana, and I said, if you happen to have these couple of mirrors, I'd like them. She had one. She had Under the Friendship Tree. So this is one of the out of print ones. And it's 2 little girls playing under a tree. I love it. And I'm not going to keep it when I stitch it. Unless they give it back to me. I am going to stitch this, give this to my brother and sister-in-law. And tell them that if they don't like it, they're giving it back to me. Or they're giving it to our mother to keep until she dies, and I will take it when she dies.
Stupid question.
What?
If you do it, if the girl's gonna like it, can we have one for the other one?
I'll stitch a second one.
Because that's what I can see happening. Is they like, can you stitch a second one? The girls are fighting over it.
I will stitch a second one if I need to. Because, I mean, it's not that big. Yeah, it's not really all that big. It's under 200 by 200, so. So that's the haul for the week. That was a long haul segment.
Youch.
But I had to clean up my haul that I keep going, I forgot about. But plans is going to be short.
You flip me off.
Plans. What are your plans?
I don't have one.
He's never got a plan.
Because I only have 1 or 2. I don't need a roadmap for 2 projects.
So your plan is you're going to stitch on... Are you going to stitch on dragons this week? Or are you
Yes.
going to stitch on... Okay.
I'm not touching Angel for a while. It pissed me off.
He's struggle busting with the colors.
Hindsight is 2020, and if I wasn't so far into it, I'd be scrapping it and using different fabric. I'm a little too far into the project, so now I just need to. I get one. It's actually the fact, in all honesty, that I'm making good progress on dragons, and I actually want to try to get the frame done before the end of the year.
There you go.
I don't know if I am, but I'm gonna try.
So what you're saying for, excuse me, Liberty Angel is, your wife was right,
Yes. Hey, what are you supposed to be saying?
and I was right about your name tag. I was wrong about your name tag. You did get it done.
Yeah, before I even said I was gonna start it.
I was wrong.
I love you. So they cancel, huh?
Pretty much. Okay.
And that's how you deal with problems with a marriage.
So, as I've explained in the last few videos, there are no more challenges for Daily 30, technically. What Cheryl has done for the month of December is an advent calendar. So now through the 25th, 24th or 25th, I don't remember. She's going to give us a word or phrase of the day. We have to write that down on a piece of paper, put it on our whip, take a picture of it on our whip, and we can do 50, 100, or 200 stitches, depending, and that'll earn us 1, 2, or 3 entries into a grand prize drawing for the end of the month. Yada, yada, yada. You don't need to know all that, but so, and we can stitch on whatever we want. That's the key. We can stitch on whatever we want. So, also going on this month is finish that Stitch December in Virtual Stitchers. Though that is not what Sammy originally called it. I will let you take a wild guess as to what Sammy originally called it.
What was it called? Did you say?
Finish that Stitch December. So it's where we're to pick 1 or 2 or a handful projects that we have close to finish that we can feasibly finish in December. And then yesterday, Cheryl posted that she wanted to do this thing. I don't know where she got it from, but she wanted to do this thing called #StitchMyHours, which is put in a stitch for every hour she has been alive. So I'm doing that. And that can be on anything. It can run in concurrent with my challenge stitches. So, perfect, right? I was a little bored at work today. And I mathed out how many stitches I needed to finish my Brooks Book Dress Up Belle dress. To finish this dress, as of this morning, before I put any other stitches in it, I needed 3,172 stitches. That counts beads and backstitch in the manner in which Cheryl requires us to count them. At 200 stitches a day for the Daily 30 Advent, that equals out to finishing it in 15.86 days. Which means I should finish Brooks Book's Dress Up dress by roughly the 18th of December. That's about 2 weeks and 2 days. It'll be 2 weeks from when you see this video. Can I do it? I think I can. I think I will.
Can you stitch that much? Yes. Can you stitch that much on a project?
That remains
for
to be
2
seen.
weeks, over 2 weeks.
Now, I should include, I'm not putting the ribbons on her dress. I'm not putting those rose wire things on her dress. And my rose, I bought a button for my rose. I'm not doing the wire thread rose. I bought a button for my rose. So, stay tuned. That's my plan. Now, I'm also getting the Daily Snowflake, which is not coming out of there right now, so we're just not going to fight it.
That would have been a stash explosion, because she put it in first and everything else is on top of the one bar of the frame. So if she pulled that, I literally was expecting all of her stuff to come flying out.
So, I will work on that, as I finish my 200 stitches a day for the Dress Up Belle. Now, I know like Thursday I have training for work. I don't know if I'm actually going to get 200 stitches done on Belle. Friday I have an activities committee event, which I'm not sitting through the movie because I don't do movies. If you know me, you know that. So will I get 200 stitches those 2 days? Maybe, maybe not.
That's a stupid question.
But there are other days where I probably will get more than 200 stitches, so
Answer my question.
it'll be alright. And as long as I get 50 stitches, I get an entry and I get counted as doing every single day to get a bonus entry. So we're going to see what happens. I would like to have it finished by the 18th because the 20th is winter, the start of winter. Equinox doesn't sound right, but I think it's winter equinox.
Nope. Solstice.
Solstice?
The winter solstice. The equinoxes are when they're equal. The solstice is when one is the longest.
Okay. See, I knew equinox wasn't right.
Can you pause that for a second? I'm about to sneeze really loud. It's dark.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done. So, I would like to have it finished by winter solstice because I would like to start my Dimensions kit. Winter Farm Dimensions kit that I was so hot to try to get. I would like to start that for the 20th. I would. I gotta see if I have another piece of fabric though because Dimensions has notoriously thin borders on their fabric. So I'm gonna swap it out for a different piece of fabric and just dye that and use that for ornaments and stuff or other things. So that's plans. I have no announcements this week. We are surviving without a dog. That will change soon.
We had good ideas.
I really hope.
And by the way, before anybody starts, we looked at the APL and the pound. They didn't have any dogs we liked.
We have a plan in motion. We're just... It's the waiting game now.
We're not buying a puppy mill pup.
I'm not buying a dog. I'm not buying a puppy.
Yeah, we're going to get an adult.
A private breeder in our town actually asked me today if I was interested in a puppy. Now, this is not a puppy mill puppy. This is she has a dog, and I don't even know if it's a purebred that had puppies, and she is selling the puppies. We don't want a puppy.
I have two really good reasons why I don't want a puppy. You can tell me what yours are, but mine are thrashed house and thrashed puppy nose when it got too close to the cat.
Well, those are two very good reasons. Pretty much the thrashed house was my thought with me still technically working, us doing market and the things here and there that we do. We just don't have time to devote to a puppy.
And our cat has zero tolerance. Like, I'm pretty sure if we got a bigger dog or an adult dog, it'll be a 5-minute conversation and they'll be good. Puppies don't take hints.
Yeah, no, puppies don't take it. So, that's where we're at with plans. That's been our stitching week. We will see you guys
Subscribe, bell notification button.
Like, subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Tell your friends about us. Share.
Say, hey, I found these really crazy people that talk about cross stitch. They're very entertaining.
Yep.
Or we can do the redneck version.
Hey, y'all, watch this. If you're looking for a retreat to go to, I have a retreat. It's linked below. It's April 3rd and 4th. I don't have a whole lot to share about it right now because we're just kind of waiting for people to sign up. So, we will see you guys next week. Bye!
Bye!
Egg whites whipped. Now whipped cream. This is easier than doing it by hand. Although we have a mixer.
Tell you if it's, that's good. Exactly the way I did it. You can go a little bit more.
I am. I'm watching it through the camera. Okay, give it a baptism.
Okay, we're going down more than once. Oh yeah. I'm back up.
Baptize the turkey in oil. Kitty, I wouldn't get much closer.